All right, welcome back, gang, to another Checo Forex live stream. I hope everybody had a fantastic day today. Running a little bit behind schedule here, but let's dive in really quick. Um, I'm jumping off. I'm gonna start off on the daily time frame only because we already had the candle open on this time frame here. So let's take a look. Right, we have our levels. We had this double top. We talked about it last week. We did get a break of the neckline here, but we range and now we broke right back above. Look at this daily candle, extremely bullish on gold. I mean, if you draw it up like we did before, you can clearly see how we broke right back into that range here. So once we broke below, came up, retested, made another push down. We closed below here, but now we closed above, right? And now we're making the move up here. So this candle has no top wick. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna stall up around this resistance here, around 33.25, or are we gonna come back, and test the highs up here, this double top, before getting rejected, or will we roll over? And a lot of questions, right? So right now we broke back in the range, so this thing might be wanting to come back up here. That's my thought process at this point. I had this thing dropping down all the way down to the lows. Why is this thing lagging? Yeah, I had it coming down to these lows here once we broke, and look at this wick down here. So yeah, beautiful rejection here to the upside, and yeah, gold is moving. So we got 1 minute here to candle closures, about a couple seconds. So let's drop it to the 1 hour to look how close here. Sorry, the 4 hour. All right, let's take a look here. Let's get this closure in 30 seconds here. Let me delete this line here. I want to mark the levels, the new levels we have now. All right, no bottom wick on the previous 4 hour. Let's see if we can get a wick to pull down and then slingshot us all the way up. We have a level here, and then the highs up here. So, and by the way, this is a gap fill up here. By the way, yeah, this little area is a gap fill. All right, let's see. Yeah, no bottom wick on the 4 hour right now. Yep, opened up, no bottom wick. So let's see. Let's see if we get a bottom wick to come down here. But if this thing starts driving up, we already broke the highs already out the previous 4 hours. So looks like it wants to drive up. Uh, yeah, we're clearly coming up to this range, but I mean, man, are we just gonna make a straight shot? I mean, there's no correction here. I'm expecting some sort of pullback at some point here, you know, before we make that. I look. Let's see. Draw this up for you guys. All right, brush. Let's see. Yeah, I'm expecting something like this, and then you know, oh, goodness gracious. Let me delete that. Yeah, brush. Yep. And then once it comes down, then we come up, right? So I'm waiting for a little bit of a pullback, to come down here to that correction there. But look at this, no bottom wick on this 4 hour. So yeah, very interesting. Wow, what a rip. I might be looking for a sell here. I might be, let me see. How many pips is that? Yeah, this is, I mean, gold is just strong push to the upside. Very strong push up. No, I don't know if I'm gonna take this sell here, but let me see. If I get in right here, what am I looking at? Yeah, it's not that much. About 70 pips. That's a pretty decent. That's a pretty decent drop here. How's it look on the 1 hour here? Let's see. You know what? What is it? I'm on the 30-minute time frame. Let's see. I didn't expect it to come down that quick. But yeah, we made this top wick here. I mean, let's see. You can clearly see it's a bullish flag pattern here. But man, this has just been ripping up. And look at that wick. I mean, from candle open, what do we have here? Yeah, around 113 pips. So yeah, not ideal for us right there at this point. But let's wait. Let's see if we make this bottom wick and see how it reacts. Um, Curious to see if we're gonna get that correction that we've been looking for soon. So let me look at the 1 hour real quick here. All right, so on the 1 hour, we do have support here. We make our way down. Like I said, I mean, we had this impulsive move. We had a little bit of a correction, another impulse up here. We had this little consolidation. Now we popped up, but this candle ripped up no bottom wick and made this super high over here. Now it's coming down. Now it just made a bottom wick here, right? So let's see. I mean, we might get a steeper wick here, especially off this new 4-hour candle. So let's see. Let's see. We might make a steeper wick, at least to retest here. If that's the case, then I might be considering. Let me look in the left here. Yeah, so we had this rejection here, we broke below on this one here, and then once we broke above here, we drove up. So this area right here is a pretty significant area of support in this case, previous resistance. So we just broke out of that, right? Now we're probably gonna come down and retest. That's just off the 4 hours. So let's keep an eye on the 1 hour here just to see, because we already broke the high. So I want to see how steep, because this could have been the bottom wick here, and then this thing can drive back up and grab that wick. But I want to see if we can come down at least to the top of the bodies of these candles here, right there. All right. I'll consider some buy positions. My stops will probably be the break of these lows right here. Ooh, it's gonna flip. See, this wick, it came kind of close. I want to see if it would have pushed down a little further, but let's see. We might still get that wick, and then I'll look to probably take that wick entry back up. Yeah, we have clean range. I mean, once we drove and broke out of this right here, this area, look at that, all that clean range all the way to the top here. And off the 1 hour, I mean, this resistance is actually up here on the 1 hour. So you see this consolidation area right here. This was previous resistance here, and now we clearly broke above this chop. First we had this to contend with, right? So we had these areas here that we broke out of, but then we also broke out of this level here, right? Then we had a little bit of chop in this area here, right? And that's where this level is, right here. So that's that bottom line of this current small area that we're in now. So this line right here. Let me just remove this one so there's not much confusion here. I want to see if we're gonna get a steeper wick. I mean, this thing can drive up. Yeah, our target is definitely gonna be the top of the range tonight, but I want to get a steeper wick, guys, so we can make our move and try to back some profits here. Let's see if we can pull back a little bit more. See the 15-minute. Okay, so the 15-minute already retested and bounced. So it's, yeah, I would like to see another bit of a pullback here. Maybe another retest down here to this line here. I'll wait on it. Keep an eye on the 30-minute real quick here. This candle needs a bottom wick, so if we can come down and make that wick and then we flip, that'll be nice. Let's see if we get it. See if we get it tonight. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ while we wait for that setup here. What? Look at this. Look at this. Chop, chop, chop. Nothing happening with the NASDAQ. I mean, this clearly looks like a bullish flag to me. I mean, this is all consolidation. I mean, if you look at the bigger picture, look at this. So we had an impulsive move. We had some consolidation. Made another big impulsive move. Had some consolidation here. Made a bit of a move up. Then created this range here. Got a correction. Broke right back up. And now we look at it in this picture here. I'm going to try to draw it up to give you guys that visual, right? So we have the flagpole here, right? So we have the flagpole. And we have kind of this pattern here. We drag this down a little bit more. See? So when you kind of draw it up, you can see the flag pattern there. So you know, it's possible that the NASDAQ might want to rip up, but again, if we do come down and break this pattern here, you know, this thing can drive to the lows down here. But it looks like a bullish flag pattern here off the 1 hour, in my opinion here. So, you know, and as we all see, we do have this massive gap down here that hasn't been filled, but we're on a massive push up. So we rallied up from the Sunday open, and we're kind of ranging now, more or less, even though we had this dip here, came right back up, and now it's just chop. I mean, there's nothing on the NASDAQ right now at all. So, yeah. I'll stick with gold for now. Let's see if we get this bottom wick here to potentially have some entries. But if we, you know, depending on what time of the candle, this is the 1 hour, but if we start ripping down here, we get a closure below, whether maybe on the 30-minute, for example, then depending on the time, either the 30 or the 1 hour, a closure below might make me consider this thing starting to come back down, correcting. But if we remain above, we just need a little bit of a bottom wick here, and then I'm definitely willing to take that wick entry. I feel like it could give us something a little steeper, right? I'm very interested in the buys here for gold. How many? Hold on. What's this wick low to support? That's 90 pips below the previous low, 135 pips. Yes, it's too steep. Yeah, I need this to pull back a little bit more, or I can take it off to 30 and use, well, we have no wick here, so I can't use previous 30 lows, which would have been a lot better. What's this wick here? Yeah, I mean, that's yeah, for about 41 pips. Yeah, but we have no wick here, so I feel like we will come down here. You know, we get a push down, I might take buys around this area here. Let's wait and see. Here we go. We're starting to come down slightly here. You know, once we come down, we might push up at least to grab the wick here, and we'll be in solid profits by then. Keep an eye on the 30. There we go. All right, so we're about 33.01 here. I want to be ready to execute. 3,300. All right. No, let me see. I get a little bit of a push down here. Still stay patient here. I think if we get a 3,300, 30, about 32.99 or so, I wouldn't mind taking that entry there. The stops are pretty good. All right. Gang, I took the buy entry here. Yeah. All right. So TP is going to be the wick fill up here. Grab the wick. That's 150. Yeah, about 150 pips. Yep. All right, gang. Let's see. Yeah, I took this off the 30-minute. What's this resistance here? Okay, I got it. All right, so yeah, there's a support level there. Perfect. And then we have this way. Okay, so this stop will be right there. All right, now we wait. Now, this is the immediate target is just to grab this wick here, which is the same off the 1 hour. I'll show you here, right? You just want to come up and grab that wick, 150 pips. But the ultimate target is going to be all the way at the top here. Matter of fact, I can even draw it up that way. Let me just zoom this out a lot better. This will be the ultimate target up very top of the range here. Yeah, that's 440, about 441 pips or something. Yeah, that's the idea. And then we'll be, let me draw this up with a box. Yeah, that's going to be the first target, that purple line. Yeah, this was an impulse entry, by the way, gang. This will be our TP1, and then we'll run it up. Again, this is that 4 hour making this bottom wick here. If we do come down, if our stops hit there at that support level off the 1 hour, then this thing's probably, the correction is going to be a lot bigger. So, but if we come down, make a bottom wick, tap into that support, pineapples might be in order. If not, we just hold the drawdown and wait for this thing to flip. But for now, we wait. Oh, this is our TP1 right here. Oh, wait. Let me leave it on this side here. All right. And up here will be our TP2. Awesome. All right. Now, stops are placed, everything is set. So now it's in the hands of probability. So let's see if, after making this top wick, when we pull down, we took our entry here just above this minor support here. But we do have that 1 hour support right here where I have that yellow line. Our stops are just below that. Got to give it some room in case it wants to wick below. But if we break down and we get stopped out, it's all good. We can always make our adjustments, right? But if this thing, respects this support level, then we should push up. And our first TP will be the wick fill here. And yeah, this thing can happen off the 30-minute as well. So this 30-minute could be moving down. Next 30-minute can, flip up. So keep an eye out on this stuff. All right, gang, I'll be right back. Hang tight. So we're currently in drawdown about 70 pips. So let's just hold off on that and wait. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's see where we're at. Whoa, go. Where you going? All right, let's see if we can remain above, right? So we came down to test this here, this support right here. So we can stay above. We already went below, hit our stops there. Let's see. See, we'll start flipping back up here. All right, new 30-minute candle. 30-minute close below. This thing might want to come down here. All right, we got about 20 minutes. Let's see if this 1 hour can kind of stall here and then push back up and close above. We should be in good shape to continue to move up. But we get this closure below, or we get stopped probably before then we'll make our adjustments, right? All right, 8 minutes to the 15 closure here. Let's see how this candle's gonna close out. Uh, 15-minute closure back in the range here would be nice. Would be nice. You can get right back above that resistance line right there. Because then it'll form that support right here for us to then continue to move up here. Well, we'll see. There it goes. It's starting to push up here. This is NASDAQ. Another push down here on the NASDAQ. Could come down. I might grab these wicks or come down at least to the support line down here. All right, Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. All right, yeah, 15's coming back into the range here. No, we got 5 minutes to this candle closure, so that's all. I'm hoping if this 15 can, after kind of closing below that support right here, we can pull back up and close back above. 30-minute. Well, this has about 19 minutes left, so but we'll monitor it as we go. right, a little under 2 minutes left. 15 minutes looking good. Will be even better if this thing breaks the previous 15-minute highs too. That would be nice. But there's about a minute and a half left on this candle, so let's see what kind of closure we get here on the 15, and then start seeing some signs of the flip. All right, about 20 seconds to this candle closure here on the 15-minute time frame. Well, it looks like we're gonna close bullish above again, so that's good. All right. Okay, so we got a closure above, not bad, right? Okay, 30-minute, right there in the range. So see how this 30 is gonna close here. Yeah, so this 30-minute, as I mentioned before, didn't have a bottom wick, right? And now make a bottom wick for this candle here. Now we should continue to move up. Especially we already broke above, retested, came up, made a top wick up here on the opening of the new 4-hour, but then this 4-hour came down, made a bottom wick, right? See, this 4-hour made its bottom wick, respecting that support. Now it's back above. So we get this 4-hour to flip. If this 4-hour flips and re-breaks its own high here, yeah, we're coming up to the top here. We're taking our first TP here, and then TP2 at the top of the range for those who want to hold till you get up there. Yeah, I think that gold wants to push up higher for sure. I think we want to make this move up. I mean, we might what's the day? Let's see. As far as the daily, like I said, we had this double top. We might come back up to retest these highs up here, or maybe even the all-time high. Right, this wick up here, we might come up to the all-time high about 3,500 and probably break that. So I think that Once we broke, now we're getting this reversal. This daily candle called strong bullish. So we got a powerful strong closure here, and now we made a bottom wick on this daily, and now we should flip. But again, right, the market does whatever it wants. All right. Jose Trades, my man. Oh, you got him to go by. Excellent. 32.89 right here. Yeah, support. Yeah, I took that entry here when we came down, and after making the top wick, came down, made a bottom wick. When it started pushing up, I took that wick entry, not the wick entry, the impulse entry. And you know, we're in a little bit of drawdown, but now we've definitely coming up. So we're only in drawdown about 30 pips at the moment. So 20, 28 pips. So yeah, let's see if we can continue to push up here. I think we came down to retest support here, and then we should continue. I would say at least to grab the wick up here, and that would be 150 pip profit for us at that point. So that'll be good at TP1. Yeah, I think we're definitely coming to fill the range all the way to the top here. But then who knows, man? This thing could run up to 3,500 and retest the all-time highs or make a new all-time high. Gold is very bullish. You know, we did have a beautiful correction to the downside from the all-time highs all the way to about 31, what was that, 31.20 or something like that. And now, yeah, it's bouncing back nicely. So it's running. All right, waiting on this 30-minute closure, gang. 9 minutes, and we'll see. Let's see if we can close back above here, which looks like we're going to. And then also that the 1 hour will close. I mean, look at that bottom wick and that push back up. So it's rejecting nicely off this support. And let's see if we flip. You know, again, overall, it's the 4 hour flip we're looking for. Right, so the 4 hour right here, we're looking for that candle to flip bullish, and then eventually flip bullish and take out the highs and continue to drive up. Right, so it's a brand new candles. I mean, there's over 3 hours left on the 4 hour candles. So. All right, just keep an eye on this right here. Jose, your target is the 4 hour no wick. Where's that? Let's take a look. Oh, right here. Oh, yeah, it's above my TP1. Yeah, I'm on this, grabbing this wick here, but you're right here, Jose. Right there. Boom. Wow, 33.25. Yeah, that's a very good target. Yeah, and my TP2's at the top of the range up here. Oh, at the top. This right here. This right here. Beautiful. Yeah, man. I hope you get that, bro. I think yeah, we're posed to drive up, and I think gold is gonna make this move here. Might not happen during our session, but you know, I think overall, going into tomorrow, we should start trickling up this way. Who knows if we might even hit that during London? It might just drive all the way up. Again, I'm taking my profits at TP1. I set the TP2 target to the range fill, for those who want to hold their runners, or if they want to hold their full positions, up to them, you know. But you know, we're going to be managing risk once we go into profits, and once yeah, once we start pushing up here, then we'll go BE and all that other stuff. Price, oh, 33.15. Yeah, my TP one's at 33.15. Yeah, 150 pips from our entry. Beautiful trade. If we can get that tonight, that would be awesome. Patience, gang. Patience. Oh, you took a sell on the Nasdaq. Yeah, I took a sell earlier on the Nasdaq too. Made a bag. All right. I caught off. I caught this drop right here, Jose. So this candle closed bearish. When it pulled down, closed bearish here after this bearish closure here. When this came up, make the top wick. When it was candle was green, as soon as it flipped bearish, I took my entry right there and I grabbed this entire candle all the way down. Yeah. I was still in it on this move, but then when it started pulling up, I think I closed somewhere right here. when it started wicking back up. So, yeah, I took partials around here. But yeah, I caught this whole drop right here. But yeah, like the Nasdaq, look at this, man. It's just too choppy. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, I want to get a move like this. See, I want to get this some sort of, you know, move up like that. See something like this. Where's it? This thing is like this. That's the kind of run I want to catch on the Nasdaq. But look at this. I mean, look at this. It's just disgusting. But I think a move like that is coming. I have the feeling it's gonna be back to the downside. I mean, I think we're gonna come and grab this whole range. So eventually, I think we might roll over here and come all the way down at least to the bottom here. But it is a bullish consolidation, so this thing could more likely move up and keep moving up. All right, back to business here. Where are we here? Oh, okay. Oh, we got a closure? No, we didn't. 40 seconds here, gang. All right. Let's take a look at the gold here. All right, so yeah, it looks like we're gonna definitely close above. Wow, we wicked right at almost at BE for us here. We were almost in profit, but yeah, we're getting a bullish closure here on the 30-minute, and which also then I would expect a bottom wick on the new 30, maybe a little bit of a pullback here, and then the flip. Once we re-break the previous 30 highs, we should run up. 5 seconds. All right, so yeah, 30 closure in the range as well, which means the 1 hour, again, after coming down and testing the lows, making a bottom wick, flip, closed over here, but closed bearish on the 1 hour. But the 15 and the 30 closed bullish. So what I was interested in is this 1 hour and all the other candles, closing back above this support level here, which we did. So again, we could get a pretty decent bottom wick, maybe retest once again, maybe get a wick below a little bit here, and then the flip, right? So let's see. I definitely want to see a bottom wick, and yeah, it looks like we're getting one here. That's perfect. I don't want this thing to start running up with no bottom wick, because if that would have been the case, if this opens no bottom wick on the 1 hour and we run up, I'll probably be just either closing or going break even very quickly here, because it could easily flip. But yeah, we're coming down now, so let's see if we retest this support here and respect it, and then flip, and we're good to go. Now you see it on the 30, for example. We got this bullish closure here. New candle opens, makes a bottom wick, and we flip. But we have to respect the support. Sometimes that bottom wick could be a little steep before it flips, so I hope we don't come down too steep and get taken out before we get that flip back up. But I think gold is definitely going to move up again. That's my prediction. I mean, everything's indicating that this wants to continue to move up for now. But sometimes we get caught in these ranges here, and these wicks get a little too steep. So. All right, so 30 tapped right into that support level, and let's see if we flip now. So as we're watching these candles print, this is what I would want market to do, right? So we closed bullish on the previous 30, right? After respecting this support level, close back in the range, right? We got a top wick here, close bullish, new 30-minute comes down, taps it support, makes that bottom wick, and now we're reflipping, right? So in this reflip, well, once we come up and re-break the previous 30 highs, we should drive up and hit this first target. So let's see if we get that. Again, keep an eye on that candle there. This is the 30-minute. Again, we made this bottom wick. Now we're pushing up. I want to see if we can take out the previous 30 highs and continue to drive up. I need a few minutes here. I'll be right back. All right, looks like we want to come up here and break these highs here. Will we break the highs, gang? If we come up and take out the highs, then we should run up. And just won't break those highs right here. It'll be slow. It's maybe we get some volume in the next half hour or so. But let's see how this plays out. Uh, 15-minute close bullish, new 15-minute no top wick. Yeah, it's gonna be a bottom wick for the Steiner flip. All right, let's see. We got that flip, man. Let's see. Let us see. All right, we got about 5 minutes to this 30-minute closure here. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. I mean, it's pretty much just ranging here, as you can see, right? But I'm expecting this after some consolidation here to just to continue to push up. That's the idea. There's a bullish consolidation though. The question is how long. But I'll be on stream. I'll be on this for another. I'll be here till about 11. I'm not gonna stay on too long. Wasn't expecting to be in this trade this long, but you know, we're still in some drawdown or you know somewhere just below our break-even area here. I'll leave the stream running and I'll monitor it through the evening and all through the night. But yeah, you know, I gotta get some rest. I get up early to trade pre-New York and New York, so I don't want to stay up too late. Gotta get my rest, guys. Yeah, I have my TP is set here, my TP1, and you know I'll probably hold a small position, a runner up to TP2 if we get up there. But yeah, I'm closing about 80% of my position right here at TP1. I think we're gonna come up and grab that wick. We got 2 minutes to this 30-minute closure. It's time to push up a little bit here. Just break the highs though here on that. 15-minute make a top wick. Oh man, barely. Made a very small top wick, but close to nothing. Yeah, so this thing failed to make a top wick, but let's see if it does it with 2 minutes left. All right, 30 seconds. Line's gonna close bearish. All right. Wow, 30 close doji. All right, well, so then 1 hour is still running here. 1 hour is so much, but if we can flip and start breaking the highs here, we should be good to run up. But it's gonna take a little more time. All right, let's see how this 1 hour candle closes in the next 30 minutes, and then we'll make a decision. This thing could start coming up before the closure and move us into some profit here. So hang tight, gang. I'll be right back before the candle closure. All right, gang. Hey, we're in profit. 42 pips here, gang. 42 pips. Yeah, I'm going break even here, gang. All right, traders at break even here. 42 pips in profit and running. Beautiful. All right, right on time. Let's see if we can continue to run up. We already broke the highs here. Was that 30 minute? 30 minute broke the highs here. Made a bottom wick. Flip. So now let's see if we can run up and grab this wick here now. Beautiful, gang. Beautiful. Stops are break even now. There we go. Yeah, we're running 50 pips here. Or, I'm sorry, 48 pips. All right. See if we can continue to push up here and grab that wick. And go. This took forever, but yeah, we're looking good here. Let's see if we can make that push rather quickly and not get a pullback here to get stopped out of BE. We're at 48 pips profit right now. looking to secure some partials very soon here. So we got a bit of a bump up here, and then I'll lock in, secure some profits, right? Let's see. Oh, where you going? Where you going, gold? Oh, gonna take us out here at BE. Yeah, I was running up nice too. Now we're still in the gang here. Let's see. Almost out. Take me out. No, I'm still in it here. Wow, it missed my stop loss by like 2 pips. Well, my break even. All right, no, I'm still in it. Ooh, all right, let's see if we can get that push now. Yo, that was pretty close. Like I said, I really believe this thing is gonna run up hard, so I'm hoping we can get that push now. All right, we're running up now again, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I almost got stopped out at BE there, but yeah, survived it by 2 pips. Yeah, we're up about 30 pips right now, so that's good. It's starting to push up a little bit again. See if we can get that run up. We got 6 minutes and change to this candle closure here, so um, yeah, I want to get a decent push to the upside here. All right. All right, 40 pips in profit here. Getting close again here. Will we survive? Still in it here, gang. Wow. Came about 2 pips to my BE again for the second time. Yeah, I stayed in it. All right, 1 minute left to this candle closure. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, let's see. Let's see if we survive this bottom wick. We got a bottom wick here. This thing might tap us out at B, and then let's holding here ground. Let's see if we can rip up here. It's up about 18 pips now, 20 pips. Yo, this would be crazy. If we survive this, I mean, so close to getting tapped out at BE and just missed it a couple times, and now we're rolling. Yeah, I'm still in it here, gang. Man. Yo, this is crazy. If this thing flips up and takes out the highs, it's gonna be insane to survive this trade. Yeah, wow. That one got a little closer. I'm watching the pip count here. On the trade I've opened, and this one got in about a pip before the B, so came in even closer there on that quick drop there. But yeah, I'm still in it, gang. All right, now give me that flip now. Run away from that BE. This is nuts. Ooh, I'm gonna get stopped out here. Oh yeah, I got, there it goes. Oh man, yeah, hit my BE, gang. All right. No loss, but yeah, man, this is making the bottom wick to flip up. I'm almost certain, but yeah, I might consider taking another position if we make a steeper wick here. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for us tonight here on stream. For those who are looking to trade gold tonight, you know, keep an eye out, because I really believe this thing is gonna start flipping and running up here. Unfortunately, we made a run up. We were up about 50 pips, and then it pulled back on us here. So yeah, all right. It was very interesting for tonight, I'd say the least. I mean, yeah, now it's coming back up here, but already took me out at BE there. Thought I would have survived, man. A couple of close calls, and I thought we would get the flip, but Now, now it might flip up here, gang. So keep an eye out for those who are still in it, if you're still in it. But yeah, I'm done here for tonight. And I wanted this one too. All right, gang. You know, it happens. I'm out. I might look for another position later, but I'm probably gonna get some rest. So I'm done for the night. So I'm calling it here on stream as well. Again, everyone, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by, for tuning in. Uh, you know, to my platform members, we will be trading the New York session tomorrow. So stay tuned for any trade signals I put out on the platform, and uh, to the viewers, right? To all of you guys, Jose Trades, Fluidity, Tony, Shorty, all that watched the stream tonight. You know, again, I hope you guys were able to learn something, and you know, we exercised our patience muscle today. So yeah, this trade took a while, and like I said, unfortunately, we got wicked out at break even, but I really believe it's gonna run up. So keep an eye on that tonight. It might happen during London. You know, we might be coming up to this high up here. So very possible, gang. Very possible. We might range a little bit more before we do that. So yeah. All right, gang. Everyone have a safe, blessed night. Again, thank you once again, and you know, we'll see you guys soon. All right. Peace out.